Well, I'm proud of our guys. Big time win for us. This was the end of a really hectic week for us. Our third game in 7 days. Uh, we're a little bit banged up. Have some adversity, and for our guys to come out and play with the energy that we did and force 22 turnovers, for us to not turn it over to attack their zone, I thought was big time. I thought our crowd was amazing. And so we're grateful and appreciative of that. The energy in the building this afternoon was hopefully what we'll have going forward all the time as we continue to build this thing. For us to have 16 assists on 24 field goals is huge, and only 8 turnovers for our 2 guards. To have 16 assists and 2 turnovers is big time for us. I thought Terrell got off to a really good start and played with energy and did some really good things. I thought the guys off the bench did a really good job. I thought this was Gerald's best game, and it's coming off of some good things he did against Notre Dame. I thought Eric came in and gave us really good minutes, and for Kareem to sit for 36 minutes and to be ready to come in and have energy right away, got a big steal, was huge. And then obviously Justin was outstanding. He's a guy that has a lot of talent and is learning how to – he has talent. He's learning how to put it all together. And he's learning, what it requires to be a really good player at this level. And, hopefully it's something that can continue.
Jeff, to see him get that moment of standing O after the game that he had, what is that like for you to watch a freshman kind of get that?
Yeah, well, it's cool. It's really cool. He was deserving of it. Again, I thought he did some big time things, none bigger than the offensive rebound finish that he got, later in the game. He has talent. He has talent, and he's a great kid, and he wants to be good. He's starting to figure out, it's hard. And everything you want to accomplish is on the other side of hard. That's something we've tried to instill in our players all year. Everything you want to do is on the other side of hard. And you have to beat hard. You have to conquer hard. And so you have to work harder, and he's learning how to do that.
It's difficult to manage lineups today given not just the injuries but then foul trouble. Has that developed?
Yeah, it was, but it wasn't. I mean, again, I knew those guards were going to play a lot. I knew with the way Justin was going, we wanted to have him in there as much as possible with Deese. But again, I thought Gerald came in and gave us really, really good minutes. I thought Eric came in and gave us good minutes. And at the end, Kareem, the 4 minutes that he played were really good. So, again, this is the second game we've had to do this. And so, we figured it out. And again, I'm just proud. I don't think, this time of year, everyone's tired. This is the grind. You're in February, everyone's a little bit banged up and things like that. We have a couple of guys out. One guy that plays a lot of minutes for us, the other guy that plays spot, but he can spell some guys. But just as important, it's the end of an incredibly hectic week for us. And, for us to play with the energy that we did is what I'm most proud of. But I think we got a lot of it from the building. I thought the fans, the students really gave us a lot of energy as well.
Not asking about the call itself, but like after the technical, it really seemed like there was some energy. You guys went on a run. Like, what was the message after that?
Well, I'm grateful to our guys because that was really stupid of me. It was something that was not smart, and it could have cost us the game. Next time we got to a timeout, shortly after that, first thing I did was that I apologized to them. But those guys stepped up and made plays, and again, I thought the building got even more energetic during that time, and we were able to do a lot of good things down the stretch.
Jeff, both Trey and Justin were in here talking about some one-on-one conversations you had with those guys in recent days. That's not unique among coaches, but it seems to be a big thing with you.
Well, I think in order to be effective, to be an effective leader, one of the biggest things is communication. You have to have the people that you're leading have to trust you, and in order to trust you, there has to be a sincere relationship. It can't be that they feel like that, all you care about is them as a player and what they can do. Like, it's sincere. And, I love these guys. I do. At times they drive me crazy. At times I drive them crazy. But I think it's out of, a mutual respect that we have. And, I think they understand that we just want the best for them. I just want the best. None of these guys have had success at this level. I have. And so I know what it takes to get there, and I'm trying to push these different buttons. And one of the things we talk about in the beginning during the recruiting process is that you can't take it. It's never personal. It's always trying to push buttons and see. And as you build the relationship, you find out that each guy is unique, each guy's different, and so there are things that you can say to someone that maybe you can't say to someone else. There's a way that you approach each person, and you have to learn that, and I think, to be an effective leader.
Anything into switching Eric and Terrell in the starting line?
Jeff, over the course of your career, you've obviously coached some extremely good freshmen, but some of the things that that Justin does and displays, as far as traits or just skills, how uncommon is that for a first-year player?
One of the things about him that's really interesting is, to me at least, he really didn't have a summer and fall to work either. I mean, right when he got here, I think after the first week, he had surgery on his hand, on his pinky. He played last year with the dislocated pinky the whole season and didn't say anything about it until a week after he was here. He was working out. So he had surgery, and so he was out. He only practiced 3 times before we went to Italy. And then he played the 3 games over there. And then when we got back and we started school, he had the injury where we thought he tore his ACL. And so he was out until practice started. And so really he didn't have a summer like most new guys have, incoming guys, to kind of figure things out, the working part and things like that. And he didn't have a fall either. He just kind of jumped right into practice. And so, I say all of that in that, I think he can continue to get a lot better too. He's athletic. He has a toughness about him. He's learning how to do more things on the perimeter. That's something when we recruited him, we talked to him about. In high school, he was more of a slasher, stuff around the basket. We've really worked with him, obviously, on shooting the basketball. The second part of it is now, trying to improve ball handling. He made a couple of big-time drives today and was able to finish. And so, again, as long as he's willing to work, which I think he will, then he has a chance to continue to get better.
We asked about, like last year when we had asked about Johnson, you would always kind of say he was a little bit better than you expected. Is Justin a little bit better than you expected?
Yeah, he is. He's played a little bit better than I expected.
Jeff, is Justin at the point now where maybe he can start to be a little more selfish in terms of, he still seems to be he had it going, and there were times where I thought he was open and he didn't shoot it, where some other guys on your team would not have hesitated. Is he at the part in his development where maybe he can start to be a little more aggressive?
Well, I don't want him to be selfish. I want him to, make the plays within, what we're trying to do. And I think he does that. I mean, he took 17 shots today. So I don't think he wasn't aggressive. I thought he took good shots, good quality shots, and made some big-time plays for us. He took 20 shots last game, too, so I don't think that's non-aggressive. I don't think we have to worry about Justin being aggressive.
You turned them over 22 times, and I don't think any of your guards had 3 fouls between them. How impressive is that?
It was good. We wanted to start out. We started out, obviously, in man, and, I knew this was a game that we would play zone. They have not shot the ball well from 3, if you look at the stats. And those 2 guards, Alvarado and DeVoe, put a lot of pressure on the defense. They do a lot of ball screening, so we wanted to try to blitz the ball screens to start, just do something that we haven't done, give them a little bit different look. I thought that led to some of the turnovers. We put the ball in the hands of some guys that maybe aren't as comfortable. And then when we went to zone, I thought, we were very active in it. For the most part. We went through a stretch there in the second half where we weren't. I thought we got a little bit tired, and they were able to get it to the high post, make some threes. But, again, I think when we are active, we've done a decent job of forcing turnovers this year.